What I learned during my almost 2-year fitness journey is that diet is super important for muscle growth and testosterone. And it's even more important than training, especially when it comes to boosting your testosterone. They told you a complete lie and scam saying that you can sleep 3 hours a night, eat like shit, all these junk food, and as long as you train very hard, you have an amazing body. It was all a fucking lie. If you don't know who I am, my name is Arda, and I took my testosterone levels from 500, 400 nanogram per deciliter to around 900 nanograms, and to help young men do the exact same thing. So I have a completely free Discord server, top link in description, where you could discuss with young men on self-improvement who want to boost their testosterone, want to get better bodies. You guys can network with each other. I'm very active on the server, and you will get exclusive information that I don't put out on this channel. So go join that right now. Have you ever wondered why your sleep is okay, your diet is okay, and you hit legs because legs give the biggest increase in testosterone, but you're still stuck on average 500, 400, maybe even 600. I was stuck on 650 and I still considered myself average. Your ancestors did not have 650, 700, even 800. Your ancestors had 1,000, at least 900. I want to get to their levels. I don't want to be close to these average men who stay at home all day, and if they go outside they don't exercise, they eat like shit, they eat these modern fucking processed foods, they sleep 6 hours a night, and I want to have similar levels of testosterone to them. No, fuck that. I want to have double their testosterone, triple their testosterone. And I'm assuming that's exactly what you want, because you're actually going out of your way watching educational YouTube videos trying to boost your testosterone more, and it's still stuck as the same as a guy who's not trying. I've been in your exact same position. But the main reason why you're stuck at average testosterone is because of your diet. I always talk to people who struggle with testosterone, and the first thing I ask them is, what do you eat in a day? And they always say, well, I wake up and then I drink some water because it's good for you. And then for breakfast, I have 2 eggs, like you said, for testosterone production. I want to get big. And then I just eat a shit ton of bread. Maybe a little bit with some cheese. Alright, that's breakfast done. And throughout the day, snacking on fucking junk food. Maybe they'll have 1 fruit or banana throughout the day. Couple of fruit. And then they hear a workout, they come back. And then they say they eat what their mum cooks them. It's either that, or they just buy frozen food with like chicken and rice, but it's fucking processed garbage, and they just heat it up and eat it. And when I ask them, what does your mum make? They most of the time just say, oh, it's usually some kind of rice with some kind of like grain. I eat meat. She makes meat like 2 times a week. But don't worry, because sometimes I get extra chicken in Tesco's, and I eat that 2, 3 times a week, so I get the protein. Or they'll get like chicken bites, and it's like dried up chicken breast. And some of them use protein powder. And this is me being generous. Most of them, 1 egg for breakfast. Some of them don't eat eggs at all, and then they will just snack on junk food throughout the day. But I know this is not you, since you're watching these kind of videos. You probably wake up and you eat a couple of eggs. Make sure it's at 4, right? And I'm going to explain later on why you should not be eating 2 eggs a day and it's not enough. Most of you should be eating eggs. You guys know how important eggs is. It's the rest of the food that you eat that is mainly a problem. So most people, maybe including you, have no idea what to eat for testosterone production. There is foods that you can eat for muscle growth that is good for muscle growth, but it's just horrible for your T production. Let me give you a perfect example of a food that is good for muscle growth but shit for your T levels. And that is chicken breast. Chicken breast is low fat, low calorie, high in protein. This is the complete opposite of what we want in a high testosterone diet. We want it to be high fat, right? We want the cholesterol to get converted into testosterone. Remember, the precursor to testosterone is cholesterol. So if you're eating low fat foods, low cholesterol foods, where are you gonna get your testosterone from? Is the testosterone gonna come from your bum crack? It has to be made somehow. And it's high in protein, that's fine for testosterone production, but even then, too much protein also destroys testosterone. A lot of people eat the incorrect macros, so they eat either too much protein, too much carbs. They eat the incorrect micronutrients, and that's what I'm going to get into in this video. And they wonder why their testosterone is the same as everybody else. It's because you're eating a diet very similar to everybody else. Just because you hit legs on a Wednesday does not mean you deserve to have more teeth than everyone else. And I just want to remind you that there is also a genetic component to testosterone. So there are something called androgen receptors. Is basically what makes your testosterone work. So let's say testosterone molecule is just flowing around. If it doesn't bind to the receptor, then it's not going to work. It's just here for no reason, right? And if it binds, that's how the androgenic effect works. But some people have it more sensitive than others. Some people, their androgen receptors can attract more testosterone. And some people have more of this androgen receptor. So it can be genetic. You could have the same total T as everybody else, and some guy could have more androgenic effect. But we're trying to work on the things that we can change, not the genetic part. And you might ask, Arda, what micronutrients do I actually need for tea production? I'm going to just name a couple. Zinc, magnesium, boron, choline, betaine, B vitamins, K2, and a lot of other shit. So, I'm guessing you don't want to get super detailed, and with every single nutrient search up what's high in it. I'm going to tell you foods that do two birds in one stone, that have very high of either one specific nutrient or just high in every single one. So I'm going to tell you why I eat in a day and why I eat it. So I wake up, don't eat at first, intermittent fasting, record videos, and then I eat my breakfast, which is 4 eggs, right? 4 eggs, a little bit of potato, right? Cheese and milk. Now, I know I just said milk, and some of you are probably going crazy saying, oh, it's estrogen, you're gonna have bitch tits. That is all a fucking lie. Milk does not have extra fucking estrogen in it. The estrogen that it has is so tiny that it gets washed away before it even enters you. And if you're going by that logic, milk has testosterone inside anyways. So based off that logic, you would have more testosterone than estrogen. So,
forget that lie.
We need cheese and milk, specifically for vitamin K2, which is very hard to find, probiotics, calcium and other shit. So cheese and milk, dairy products is always good. Always eat them. 4 eggs, probably the most crucial part here. It's high in cholesterol, which converts from cholesterol obviously to testosterone. That's exactly what we need. You're giving your body building blocks to make more testosterone. It's high in fat, which obviously we need for our hormone production. It's high in protein for muscle growth and testosterone. It's very high in a mineral called choline. And choline is super hard to find in most foods. And if you're eating 4 or 5 eggs a day, you should be getting enough choline. But if you eat 1 2 eggs a day, like I see most of you lot do, you are definitely not getting enough choline. It's high in selenium. Just a lot of nutrients that I don't want to get into, but just remember, more eggs equals better. Right? So throughout the day, what do I snack on? I snack on bananas, high in potassium, just overall healthy fruit. Dates are very high in antioxidants and good carbs, which will get you a nice pre-workout. So I recommend you eat dates right after or right before a workout. I'm not going to forget to mention they're tasty as fuck. I eat Brazil nuts and walnuts mainly because omega-3 and Brazil nuts have a lot of selenium inside and fat. And selenium, a lot of people are deficient in, and the Brazil nuts has a shit ton. You could eat 3 Brazil nuts a day and you get your selenium. So, eat Brazil nuts. Avocado for boron and magnesium. Those two, most people are deficient in it. So, eat your avocado, at least 1 per day. And for dinner, I'm gonna have some kind of meat, chicken. I would prefer red meat, right? Because red meat has more L-carnitine, for more androgen receptors, and it has more zinc inside, which most people are deficient in. So if you eat chicken, make sure it's not chicken breast, and try to go for red meat. And I usually have some kind of carbs with the meat, so maybe rice, potato, or something like that. And I'll try to have kefir with it, so my gut health is more healthy. That is a rundown of everything I eat in a day. If you have any questions, just comment down below, and make sure you go join that free Discord server if you haven't already. It's completely for free, so there's zero risk. Just join it. You're gonna see other people communicating about certain topics like testosterone. You could go join. We do calls there often. It's just a very high ROI to join. That's been Team TMS Arda. Bye.